Okay, so now we're going to make one of my dad's all-time favourites, peppermint creams. And I don't think a Christmas has ever gone by that he has not had some form of a peppermint cream in his stocking. So these ones are his favourites, so that's what we're going to make today. And they're really easy as well. So we're going to start off with 400 grams of icing sugar. I'm going to put that straight into our bowl. Okay, and then to that we're going to add in a tablespoon-ish of condensed milk. So I've tried this recipe with egg whites, I've tried it with lemon juice, and this, for me, gives by far the best consistency and is the easiest as well to do out of all of them. And then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of peppermint extract. So peppermint extract, I mean, it smells like toothpaste if I'm being honest, but a little bit goes a long way. 1 teaspoon is going in here. Don't be tempted to put in more. A bit dripping in there, so we'll not add the full teaspoon. Don't be tempted to put in more than a teaspoon because it will then taste like toothpaste. And then I'm going to start off by adding in just a couple of tablespoons of just cold water. We can add more as we go along if we need to. And then I'm just going to start to mix this. So what we're looking for is like a thick paste. I can smell that peppermint. Mixed with the icing sugar, it actually doesn't smell like toothpaste. Okay, so this is a little dry, so we're going to keep adding just a tablespoon at a time the water until I get the consistency that I want. Nearly there. I'm not going to add a full tablespoon, I'm just going to add it in kind of teaspoon amounts now. The good thing about this mixture is as well, if you end up adding too much water and it's too runny, you just add more icing sugar. And until you get the right consistency, you just keep adding the water. So it's very difficult to go wrong. Okay, so that's got enough, and I'm actually going to add a little bit more icing sugar back into mine now because on the outside it's a little wet and I don't want that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of icing sugar on top. That's perfect, so that's literally all it needed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of icing sugar onto my work surface because I don't want this to stick. Now, when we roll this out, make sure you use icing sugar. I gave my friend this recipe and then she rang me and said, "They're absolutely awful, all I can taste is raw flour." And I was like, "Well, where did the flour come from?" And she said, "Well, when I rolled it out." And so she rolled it out in flour. So this is icing sugar we roll this out in, no flour to be seen. So we just want to get all our mixture. It's a little sticky at this point. And I'm just going to knead it lightly, just until I get a nice smooth surface to work with. Just keep adding icing sugar if it's sticking. And to your hands whenever you need it. Okay, that's perfect. So now all I want to do is put a little bit of icing sugar on my rolling pin, and I just want to roll it out a little bit. Keep turning it and moving it. So you see this sticks very easily. And keep putting the icing sugar as well onto the rolling pin. Just make sure it's not sticking underneath. So that's about the right thickness. Okay, so then what I like to use is this is just the underside of a piping nozzle. So I'm just going to use that and make individual little cutouts. This, and when they come out, I'll pop them onto a lined baking tray. My hands are very sticky. So our peppermint creams are on the tray. What I'm going to do now is leave these for around 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm going to let them dry out a little bit and then we can dip them in the chocolate. So now it's time to finish off our chocolate peppermint creams. So they've been drying out a little while now, so they're ready for us to add the chocolate. So what I'm going to do first of all is I've melted down some really good quality dark chocolates, which is just gorgeous. That's what I'm going to do first of all. I'm just going to add a little bit into this little piping bag. We're going to decorate these in a few ways. To start off with, let's just pop some of this into the piping bag. It's just easier than doing it with a spoon. You've got less chance of making a big mess. Okay, so we're going to leave loads in the piping bag. Fold that over. I'm just going to twist it. And once I've done that, I'm just going to snip the end off. Okay, and then for the first few, I'm just going to literally pipe the melted chocolate over the top. So you can literally decorate these however you want. Okay, that's those ones. Then I'm just going to dip some of them halfway into the chocolate. Let it drip off and pop it straight onto the tray. Halfway into the chocolate, drip, the excess, and then back onto the tray. These are a really pretty Christmas gift to give to somebody. Okay, and then these ones I'm going to dip completely in the chocolate. In fact, I'll get forks so the chocolate can drain away a little easier. So I'll take my peppermint cream, drop it completely into the chocolate mixture. I want to work quick because the chocolate's quite warm. I don't want it to melt my peppermint cream. Let as much drain off as we can, and then straight onto the baking tray. Drop it in, flip it over, take it out, and drain. Done. Okay, I'm just going to pop these in the fridge now, just until they set up. It won't take very long, and then they'll be ready to eat. creams are ready. They've been in the fridge, they've set. Now obviously I would keep these in the fridge, but we're going to plate them up now to serve. But if you weren't serving them, I'd put them in a little airtight box and keep them in the fridge. They just last longer. So we just literally peel them off. How gorgeous do these look? And honestly, they taste amazing. My dad will definitely be looking forward to his delivery tomorrow. There you go, the most delicious chocolate peppermint creams.